Midjourney V7 is $30 a month. And my official verdict is, wait, don't buy it. At least not yet. Its most hyped new features, video, and consistent characters are not worth the money. After a week of intense testing, I found they fall far short of the hype. I'm going to show you exactly why the undisputed leader in AI images is no longer an automatic buy. First, let's cover the single biggest upgrade. Midjourney is finally moving out of Discord. For years, the #1 complaint has been its chaotic, clunky Discord interface. That's gone. V7 is built around a dedicated web interface, and the difference is staggering. It's clean, organized, and feels like a professional creative tool, not a tech demo. All your creations are in one place, neatly arranged. No more endless scrolling through a server trying to find that one image you generated last week. But the real power isn't just organization. It's the new integrated editing tools. The editor now includes a layer system and a powerful feature called retexture. This combination lets you edit parts of your image with a level of control that was impossible before. To test this, I generated a photorealistic image of a knight in detailed steel armor. Then, I used the editor to see if I could change that armor from steel to gold. In the past, this would have been a nightmare. You'd have to use the Vary region tool, hope it understood you, and re-roll dozens of times. Now, the process is incredibly simple. I selected the armor, opened the retexture tool, and gave it one simple prompt: ornate gold armor. It kept the original structure of the armor perfectly, but reapplied the texture and lighting. The result was flawless on the second try. The reflections were correct, the highlights matched the scene. It just worked. The entire edit took less than 2 minutes. This workflow is a massive leap forward. It finally moves Midjourney beyond simple prompt and pray generation into the territory of a genuine artistic tool. The web interface is a huge win, but a great interface can only take you so far. When I started testing the other headline features, the ones supposed to justify the V7 hype, the experience was very different. Now let's talk about Midjourney's core strength: raw image quality. A slick interface is nice, but it means nothing if the pictures aren't best in class. To test this, I put V7 head-to-head with its predecessor, V6, using 2 specific challenges. First, a hyper-realistic portrait. My prompt was, photorealistic close-up portrait of an elderly fisherman, weathered skin, deep wrinkles, kind eyes with reflections of the sea, soft natural lighting. The results from V7 were a clear step up in realism. The skin texture was incredibly detailed, moving past the waxy look that plagued older models. But the real difference was in the micro details. The eyes in the V7 image looked wetter, more alive, with subtle reflections that gave them genuine depth. The lighting felt softer and more natural, wrapping around the face instead of just sitting on top of it. Then I ran the exact same prompt in V6. The V6 image was impressive, don't get me wrong. It was a high-quality AI image, but side by side, the difference is obvious. The skin in V6 is just a little too perfect, a little too smooth. The lighting is more dramatic, more cinematic, but less believable. It's a great picture, but the V7 version is the one that could be mistaken for a professional photograph. For the second test, I wanted to see how it handled complexity. My prompt was, a bustling cyberpunk street market at night, neon signs reflecting in wet pavement, steam rising from food stalls, crowds of diverse people, cinematic atmosphere. This kind of prompt is a torture test for an AI. It requires understanding light, reflections, and managing dozens of individual elements without them melting into a mess. Midjourney V7 handled it with shocking coherence. The reflections in the pavement were accurate. You could see the glow of a red neon sign bleeding correctly onto the wet ground. The crowd was made of distinct individuals, not a blurry mass of half-formed faces. It managed to create a sense of depth and chaos that felt completely intentional. The V6 version, again, was good. It captured the vibe. But it struggled with the details. Some of the reflections were messy. The faces in the background were less defined. It felt more like a concept painting, whereas the V7 image felt like a film still. According to Midjourney's own documentation, V7 has a rebuilt architecture specifically to improve coherence. After testing, I can confirm this isn't just marketing copy. The improvement is tangible. It's an incremental leap, not a revolutionary one. But for professionals who rely on photorealism, this small step makes a huge difference. So on pure image quality, V7 is an absolute monster. But I'm curious, what's the one feature in AI art that blows your mind the most right now? Is it the realism, the stylistic control, or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments below. Now, for all its photorealistic power, Midjourney V7 has a fundamental flaw. A flaw that has plagued the platform for years, and it's the single biggest reason you need to hold on to your money. Midjourney is a terrible listener. It's an incredible artist, but when you give it specific compositional instructions, it often ignores them completely. This isn't about small details. It fails on basic concepts like object placement and spatial relationships. To prove this, I designed a simple test, a prompt that any human artist could sketch in seconds. My prompt was, a woman stands to the left of a man on a rainy Parisian street. The woman is holding a red book. The man is holding a blue umbrella. Simple, right? 4 key instructions. Woman left of man. Woman holds red book. Man holds blue umbrella. Let's see what happened. Midjourney's first attempt gave me a beautiful image. The Parisian street was perfect. The mood was cinematic. But the man was on the left, and he was holding the red book. The woman was holding the umbrella. A complete reversal of my instructions. So I ran it again. This time, the woman was on the left, holding the red book. Progress. But the man was holding a red umbrella, not a blue one. Strike 2. I re-rolled 4 more times. In every single image, Midjourney got at least one of these core instructions wrong. It gave me a blue book. It put the umbrella on the ground. It put both characters on the same side. The images were always stunning, but they were never what I asked for. Now, let's see how the competition handles this. I took the exact same prompt and put it into ChatGPT, which uses the DALL-E 3 model. The very first image it produced was perfect. Woman on the left, red book in her hand. Man on the right, blue umbrella in his. Every single detail was correct on the first try. The image itself might not have had Midjourney's signature artistic flair, but it followed my instructions perfectly. This reveals the fundamental difference between these two tools. Midjourney is an art director. You give it a concept and it provides brilliant, beautiful interpretations, but it has its own creative vision. DALL-E 3 is a production tool. It does exactly what you tell it to do, precisely and reliably. This is the core frustration with Midjourney. Have you ever spent hours fighting an AI just to get it to follow a simple instruction? Tell me your horror story below. I want to hear it. If you are a commercial artist, a graphic designer, or a marketer, you often have a very specific vision you need to execute. You need the woman on the left, holding the red book. Spending hours fighting the AI to understand a simple instruction isn't a productive workflow. It's a frustrating waste of time. When a free tool like DALL-E can follow basic instructions that a premium tool cannot, it raises a serious question about value. Midjourney's listening problem gets even worse when you ask for one simple thing: text. For any kind of practical design work, text is non-negotiable. So I gave V7 a basic commercial task: create a logo for a coffee shop. My prompt was simple: minimalist logo for a coffee shop named Sophia's Cafe, clean typography. The results were unusable. Midjourney produced beautiful artistic concepts for a coffee shop logo, but the text itself was a disaster. The first image read, Sofa's CFE. The next one gave me Sophia's GAI. After 5 attempts, not a single one spelled the name correctly. The letters were often warped, melted, or just gibberish. This is where the competition leaves Midjourney in the dust. I took the exact same prompt to Ideogram, a tool specifically known for its text generation. On the very first try, it produced 4 options with perfect, clean text. Sophia's Cafe was spelled correctly, integrated beautifully into a minimalist logo. The entire process took less than 30 seconds. DALL-E 3 also handles text with far greater accuracy than Midjourney. This isn't a small flaw. It's a workflow-destroying limitation. If you need to create a poster, a social media graphic, a YouTube thumbnail, or a logo, Midjourney V7 simply can't do the job on its own. You're forced to generate an image and then export it to a separate program like Canva or Photoshop just to add the words. For a premium tool that costs $30 a month, this is a fundamental failure, especially when other tools, some with free plans, get it right every time. So, after all those tests, what does this actually cost? Midjourney's pricing has always been a point of confusion, and V7 keeps the same structure. There's no free trial. To get started, you have to pay. The plans are broken into 3 main tiers. The basic plan is $10 a month. The standard plan is $30 a month. And the pro plan is $60 a month. If you pay for a full year upfront, you get a 20% discount on those prices. Now, the key thing to understand is fast hours. Instead of a set number of images, you're buying a certain amount of processing time on their powerful computers. Generating a standard set of 4 images takes about 1 minute of GPU time. The $10 basic plan gives you 3.3 fast hours. That translates to roughly 200 image generations per month. Once you use those hours, you're done until the next month unless you buy more. This plan is really just for occasional hobbyists. For any serious work, you'll burn through that in a weekend. This is why most people look at the standard plan. For $30, you get 15 fast hours, which is about 900 image generations. Crucially, this plan also unlocks relax mode, which allows for unlimited, slower generations after your fast hours are gone. The $60 Pro plan just gives you more fast hours, 30 of them, and is really only for agencies or businesses with massive output needs. So for most people, the real choice is the $30 standard plan. But here's where the value starts to break down. Leonardo AI, a major competitor, offers a free plan that gives you 150 daily tokens. That's a generous amount for anyone starting out. And then there's the biggest issue, ChatGPT Plus. For $20 a month, you get DALL-E 3, which has a limit of around 50 images every 3 hours. That's a huge number of images. And remember, DALL-E is the tool that actually understood my prompts correctly on the first try. For $10, less than Midjourney's main plan, you get a more obedient image generator, plus the entire world-class suite of GPT-5 tools. When you frame it like that, Midjourney's pricing feels steep. The $30 standard plan is the only one that makes practical sense for a consistent user, but its value is shrinking fast. You're paying a premium for artistic quality, but sacrificing reliability and bundling, which other tools now offer for less. So, is Midjourney V7 worth $30 a month? My final verdict is unchanged. Wait, here's the core problem. Midjourney has become the world's best artist, but it's a terrible production tool. For pure artistic quality, it is still untouchable. But for practical day-to-day work, it's falling behind. It struggles with specific instructions, and its inability to create clean text is a major workflow killer. This is why my recommendations are specific. If you're a hobbyist or an artist who needs creative control and powerful features on a budget, choose Leonardo AI. Its free plan is generous, and its paid plans offer a massive toolset for the same price as Midjourney. But for professionals, for graphic designers, marketers, and creators who need reliability above all else, the answer is ChatGPT Plus. For $10 less than Midjourney, you get DALL-E 3, a tool that actually listens to your prompts, gets text right, and is bundled with the entire GPT-4 suite. Midjourney V7 is a brilliant artist, but right now, the competition offers a better toolkit for less money. So that's my analysis of Midjourney V7. It's a brilliant artist, but a frustrating production tool. Of course, this field changes almost weekly, and my workflow isn't the only one out there. That's why I want to hear from you. What is your go-to AI image generator right now for your daily work? Are you sticking with Midjourney for its unmatched artistic quality? Or has the reliability of DALL-E or the incredible value of a tool like Leonardo AI won you over? Drop a comment below. I want to know which tool you use, what you pay for it, and the single biggest reason you've chosen it over the others. Your real-world experience is valuable to everyone watching. This entire review highlighted the core conflict in AI art today. Midjourney's beautiful, creative interpretations versus DALL-E's precise, instruction-following power. That sets up our next episode perfectly. We're going to put them in the ring for a definitive test. The next video will be a full head-to-head battle. Midjourney V7 versus the new DALL-E 4. I'll run both through a 10-round gauntlet of identical real-world prompts. We'll score them on photorealism, how well they follow complex instructions, text and logo generation, and overall workflow speed. By the end, we'll have a clear winner for professional use. If you want to see who takes the crown in that showdown, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.